Today we are discussing like how to write a letter of complaint. So first of all, let's see like what is a complaint letter. So it's a type of letter written to address any type of wrongdoing, offense, grievance, resentment arising out of a product or service. It is used to raise your concern about unfair things and seek a productive outcome. It is fundamental right and duty of a citizen to seek justice arising out of any injustice, and the first step towards it is filling or filing a complaint. Okay, when you need to get justice, first thing is you file a complaint. So this is what you're going to do through this letter of complaint. It inspires other troubled consumers, influences the concerned authorities to take proper action, and makes our defaulters more liable, responsible, and responsive. So it can be of following types. It can be personal complaint letter or it can be professional complaint letter. So in the personal complaint letter, you write on your own individual level pertaining to your individual grievances is referred to as a personal complaint letter. But as a professional one, it is written on behalf of the organization pertaining to issues that are affecting the organization as a whole. So personal, for example, you ordered for a laptop and you got a defective laptop and you'll be writing on your behalf, on your personal behalf. But professional, when you ordered for 20 laptops for your computer lab and a school computer lab, and there is something wrong about the uh, you know order, then you'll be writing the letter of complaint on behalf of the institution, right? So as far as the format is concerned, it is the same as you people have done many a times. On the top, sender's address, on the left side, then date, receiver's address, salutation, subject, body, means content of the letter. So let's see what is to be written in the body of the letter. This is the main content of the letter and it is either divided into three paragraphs or two, right? So body of the letter, it is divided into three paragraphs or two paragraphs if the letter is briefer. The tone of the content should be formal. Do not use any offensive language. Another point to be kept in mind is that the letter should be concise and to the point. And always be respectful and considerate in your language. It should include short introduction paragraph, provide details about the product or service that is the subject of the complaint, include dates, location, and the specification about the item or service. State the issue with item or service. Provide details as to the cause. This may include malfunction or billing issues, details that were not disclosed up here. So indicate how you would like them to resolve your problem. Provide specifics about what you are seeking. So indicate you are including copies of the transaction document. Indicate you look forward to their reply within specific time period. So these are the musts, some important steps which you must follow when you write a letter of complaint. Otherwise, your letter remains incomplete. Yeah, one thing more you have to write, indicate that they can contact you about the issue and provide you contact details. So finally, you have to write the complimentary clause. So yours truly, Kind's signature, your full name, and your designation at the end, right? So what are the tips when you write a complaint letter? Some important tips we have already discussed, like make sure that you introduce yourself properly. The purpose of writing should be loud and clear, like whether you want the product to be replaced or you want the product to be repaired by the company. So what exactly you want, make it very clear. Do not deviate from the topic and write to the point, right? It's not that you started writing asking the company to replace a product, but in the end you keep on talking about something else. So don't deviate. Make sure that you adhere to the format as it carries marks. Format is very important. So underline the subject. So these are the very important things, like regarding presentation, underline the important points, right? Make sure that there is no grammatical problem. So presentation very important. Read a lot of letters to get the idea. So it's not that you just know the format and you go to examination and write any letter. Yeah, you can do this. It's not like this. But when you would know, when you will have knowledge of variety of topics on the same content, then you will have fluency of ideas or expression. So read a lot of content. Complaint letter examples. The first one is there. So let's see something else. Yeah, let's read this letter. Write a letter to Messrs. HMT Corporation, Chandigarh, complaining that the wristwatch you recently brought from them doesn't function properly and ask for a replacement. So what happened? You got a watch and it doesn't work properly, and you ask for its replacement. So you are Deepti or Deepak Gupta from Chandigarh. So your address is there only 450 Sector 20 Chandigarh. Leave one line, then write the date. Leave one line, then write the address of addressee. So who is it? Messrs. HMT Corporation, Customer Complaint Division, Chandigarh. Right? Then salutation is there, dear manager. Subject, complaint regarding the functioning of the watch and its replacement. After one line, you may write the content of the letter. So the very first line should be complete introduction to the content. So on this date, I bought a Titan watch, model number, worth rupees this much from your store. So the very first line, this is very clear, like the name of the model number of the watch and the date of the purchase is mentioned, right? Unfortunately, your product has not been performing well. The watch doesn't work half the time despite several attempts at changing its battery. I'm highly disappointed because such an act of neglect is not expected from such a renowned store. So the first paragraph is about the complete introduction to the problem. To resolve the problem, I would appreciate you changing the watch with a new, fully functioning model. I have the receipt intact. Enclosed are the copies of the receipt along with the guarantee card or warranty card. So second paragraph is like what exactly you want. Okay, you want the solution, and you're talking about the solution. You want that it should be replaced with a new one. I look forward to your reply and the resolution of my problem and will wait until a week before seeking help from a customer protection agency. So third paragraph, very important here, is like you ask them to give you the reply. Okay, you will look forward to a reply, uh, and will wait until 1 week or 10 days, you can say, and will wait until 10 days before seeking help from the consumer care court. Please contact me at the above address or by phone at this number. So already your address is there on the top of the letter, and you can even give your phone number. Yours truly, your name, then enclosure is number one receipt, number two guarantee card, right? So this is how your letter of complaint becomes complete. So the most important thing in this letter of complaint is like like your model number, the date of purchase, and what exactly the problem is with the product, and the thing that you have got the warranty or the guarantee card with you. These things are very important, right? Now let's see the next letter of complaint. So letters to the editor of a local daily complaining against the school bus drivers for fast or rash driving and overcrowding of buses, causing risk to the lives of innocent school children. So here is a case of public concern where the school bus drivers, they do rash driving, and the person, and we want that those people should be taught a lesson. So on the top, your address, then date, address of addressee will be the editor, the Tribune, Mahatma Gandhi Marg, New Delhi. Subject regarding reckless driving or school bus drivers. So here instead of writing regarding, you can say like reckless driving, reckless driving, a matter of concern, something like this. You can say. Don't start the subject with ing form. Uh, then this salutation, dear editor. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the grave issue of rash driving being done by school bus. So here, instead of writing the this sentence the way it's written here, so instead of writing it like this through the columns, you can change it. It's not you. You should not write like this. Instead of writing this beginning like this, you can straightway start the sentence from the subject. Rash driving or the reckless driving has become a norm these days, especially among the school bus drivers. Okay, school bus drivers, for them, driving buses rashly and recklessly has become a trend nowadays, or something like this. So first sentence can be exactly what your subject is. Okay, no need to say like through the columns of your esteemed newspaper. No need to say this. Okay, so the better you can start the sentence, first sentence, with what the subject of your letter is. So then you talk about the problem in details. Drivers pose a threat to the lives of innocent school children and trespassers. Driving in a zigzag manner on packed roads, crossing speed limits, not following traffic lights has become very common. Despite such strict regulations regarding speed, none of these drivers seem to follow them. So this shows that there is a lack of implementation. So this is a menace to other road users as the bus drivers that drive at high speed might crush down whosoever comes their way. So first paragraph was the introduction, like what exactly your topic is. Second paragraph is the explanation of the topic. And third, by addressing this issue, it is hoped that public awareness of the dangers of reckless driving can be raised. So the third point is like why this issue has been raised. Why am I writing this letter? To bring public awareness. It is also time for the traffic authorities to take stronger measures against reckless drivers, which includes levying heavy fines and forfeiting their licenses if they are found guilty of breaching the traffic rules. Yours sincerely, whatever. Got it? Now see this letter. Write a letter to Oxford Publishing House, London, complaining about the books which have been sent by them are not the ones you ordered for. So ask for a replacement. You are Varun Joshi from Chandigarh. So examination hall, Chandigarh, date is there. Address of the addressee, Oxford, Messrs. Oxford Publishing House, Consumer Complaint Division, London. Subject complaint regarding receipt of wrong set of books. Right? So on this date, I bought a book set to be delivered to Chandigarh, Sector 20. To my dismay, I have not received the set I ordered for and have instead received the wrong book set. I am highly disappointed. So the first line, what happened on this, like on this date, I ordered for these books to be delivered to Chandigarh. And second paragraph and second line, you can say, but this has happened. What I ordered, I have not got that. Third line, solution. What's the solution? To solve the problem, I would appreciate if you could replace a wrong book set with the one I originally ordered. So in three sentences, one order is there. First one, what you had ordered for. Second line, what you have received. Third line, now what you want. So what you want that that there should be replacement of this defective consignment with the original one which I had ordered. Please let me know as soon as possible what action you propose to take. I look forward to hearing from you within the next 10 days. So very important point is like now what you want, and exactly you are giving them 10 days. So I want to know the action you would like to take, and I look forward to hearing from you within next 10 days. Enclosed are copies of the transaction document and the receipt. I look forward to your reply and a resolution to my problem, and will wait until the aforementioned time before seeking help from a customer protection agency or the Better Business Bureau. Please contact me at the above address. So sincerely yours, your name and enclosures, copy of receipt and transaction documents. Right?